Ah, we fooled you. We switched
The
sides this
sides.
time. Yeah, but he's still wearing the same hoodie.
I'm still wearing everything, man.
Maiden.
Maiden, Iron Maiden. You know, I always wear like metal sleeveless T-shirts during like the summer. So if you ever want to know what metal T-shirt I have, just ask me and I'll let you know because metal's freaking awesome. And this guy's trying to get me to go to the beach, go see like Under Oath and stuff. I'm like, no,
Not metal enough.
not
Anyway,
metal enough.
I did remember we'll be there and
Yeah,
some other bands.
they're all good. I listen to everything.
But
so
anyway, we'll do a metal episode sometime.
We do
maybe.
need to do
But
a metal
here we're
episode.
talking about the South Carolina Auburn game coming up on Saturday. Big game for the SEC. Both teams undefeated. Auburn just came off an overtime win against Clemson,
good game.
which is always a good day when Clemson loses. Carolina beat Furman 38-19. So anyway, it should be a good matchup. It's our first road game of the year, so that'll be new for some of our younger players. Obviously, the key will be Marcus Lattimore. I'm sure he'll probably get yelled at a good bit. You know, it was between us and Auburn to go there, so I'm sure he'll probably get some heckling going on. But maybe he'll end up having his best game of his career. Who knows?
We hope so.
We hope so. But anyway, what do you think we need to do to win that game? Obviously, a first road game.
First road game. The way I see it is, on the road, you know, it's the harder it's going to be, you know, because, you know, let me just start all over on this. Okay, being on the road in the SEC, it's going to be loud, it's going to be dangerous, and you got to quiet the crowd quick.
And it's a night game, so
it's a night game. I mean,
SEC games
they're going to be
crazy.
hyped. They're going to be ready. They're probably going to be more ready for us than they were for Clemson.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so, I mean, when we just come in there, we need to shut down the crowd fast.
Immediately.
Yeah, that's the main key.
I think if we win the toss, I'll say get the ball and try
Get
to
the
score
ball.
it immediately.
I mean, if it was me, first play would be a bomb to Alshon Jeffrey down the sidelines. You know, something that can just, you know, get the crowd to be like, here we go again.
And it's one of those, even if you don't catch that first pass, it kind of sets a statement that, hey,
Yeah.
we're here, and we're not backing down. So
Yeah.
I totally agree.
And then offensive balance. That's just one thing that will be like my key for every game. It's just balance on offense. You know, keeping the defense guessing on, you know, 3rd and 4. What are they going to do?
Definitely.
You know, do we need to worry about Jeffrey over here, you know, catching a swing pass and just using his long body to fall forward for them extra yards? Or they're going to
Gurley
power
going
at
up the
Lattimore?
middle,
Yeah,
or-
Gurley up the middle. You know, just, you know, anything, you know, to keep them, you know, off balance.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, we've got a stud running back in Marcus Lattimore who's made a statement his first 3 games. So definitely that helps our balance a whole lot more than it has in years past. And we all know about the receivers, Gurley and Sean and Jason Barnes and that whole crew. D.L. Moore's coming on good this year. So I think our key is going to be defensively being able to stop Cam Newton. Our defensive line is strong. Cliff Matthews, everybody knows that name. Our secondary is good. You've got Gilmore and Culliver, but I think our linebackers is going to be key. Rodney Polk, he's managed to make it through 3 games without getting hurt, which is good. But I think our linebackers are going to be key because they're going to be the ones probably trying to keep track of him all night long whenever he gets out of the pocket. I think our linebacker key is going to be key. If you can make him beat you with his arm, do that because he will shred you with his legs all day long. Cam Newton, I didn't realize how good he was. I watched the game they had against Mississippi State, and he absolutely shredded them with his legs. So I think that'll be key is stopping Newton, and then like you said, just having a balanced attack, kind of keep them guessing. Don't shy away from one or the other. If one's not working, kind of stick with it, you know, just to see where it goes. Obviously, I think, like I said earlier, Lattimore, that'll be a big storyline. It was between Carolina and Auburn where he was going to school, so I'm sure Auburn would like to nothing more than to you know, shove him and stop him pretty quick, and I'm sure Lattimore would like nothing more than to just run wide on him, and that's what I would personally like to see because I'm biased against the Gamecocks. So
Yeah, that's just how it is.
we like to see them win. But like you said, it's our first road game. 7:45 ESPN night. They'll be pumped.
Party at my house.
We're gonna have a party at his house. Chick-fil-A nugget tray.
Yeah, man. But no, you can't come.
No, you can't come. Sorry.
You got to be famous. You know, you got to have your own YouTube.
You got to have your own YouTube channel, and it's invite only. But it'll be our first real test of the year. Georgia, I mean, that was a test, but we had them at home, and they're down a little this year. But we really haven't played a road game like this in a while. And then the week after we got Alabama coming. So, like I said,
we got the bye.
Well, you got the bye and then Alabama.
Yeah.
So, but I think if we get out of there with a win, we are looking really, really good. As far as the SEC goes, I know it's not a division game, but so it's always nice to get an SEC win, and one on the road is that. It's very, very difficult to do. It's even hard to win at home sometimes. Just ask Ole Miss how Jacksonville State treated them. Not too nice.
Yeah,
so
it happens.
Anything else about the game that you think is noteworthy? Maybe a prediction or?
One of the things that I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed in this game is going to be the pressure that we put on Cam Newton, because I don't think we're going to put that much pressure on him. I mean, our defensive ends, they're going to be coming, but their main job is going to be containing.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, because if they rush up the field, that just leaves him wide open gaps. And like I said, then it's up to your linebackers, and he's fast and quick, so that goes around. That was my phone, sorry. And then, once you get quarterback on linebacker, that's a difficult job for a linebacker to kind of hold that. So I'm with you. I think our defense. I mean, it's always nice to get pressure, yes, but I doubt you'll see many blitzing, and you'll just see probably a standard pass rush in those situations.
It'll be you will most likely. I mean, I would play it as I'm bringing my front four, my ends don't get too wide. Make sure he can't get around you. Just mainly contain, but if you can get a hand on him, do it. The linebackers will probably be stepping up and making a lot of tackles.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me to see somebody like Melvin Ingram even drop back in coverage every now and again, just to in case he decides to run. Melvin Ingram's one of our fastest defensive linemen, so that wouldn't surprise me one bit. I don't know. I don't really like making predictions because I don't like to pick against the Gamecocks, and I'm not going to in this situation because I do think that after the game last week with Clemson Auburn, they struggled. I didn't get to watch it because I was at the Carolina game, but I mean it was 17-0 at halftime, and that just doesn't happen by accident. I mean they were obviously struggling. So if I had to make a prediction, I would say I'm going to say low scoring. I don't know what makes me say that. I would say somewhere probably the range 17-9 Carolina. I don't think we'll hold them touchdownless, but who knows? We may block an extra point. You never know. But I do think we'll get a good road win. We have the death of Kenny McKinley that's going to be weighing on the hearts, and I think that'll be good motivation to win one for him. And then, like you say, I think it's just I'm just not going to pick against Carolina. But I do think that we have a good shot to win as long as we contain Cam Newton and keep a good balanced attack on offense. I think we have a very good shot.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a very good shot in this game. In the Clemson game, I watched a little bit of the replay on TV. It cuts a little bit out, but from what I saw, Auburn they just didn't really look that great of a school. I mean, not to knock Auburn, I know it's a great program and everything, but I mean I don't really know if they just weren't ready for the game or what, but they just let Clemson come out there and just pound on them and pound on them and pound on them.
And obviously Clemson jumped on them early, which is, like we said, was the key. Clemson got out to a 17-0 lead at halftime, and the crowd was virtually out of it.
But the one thing that I think that just really astounds me the most is if you put all four quarters together and the overtime, Auburn just came to play for one quarter and managed to beat Clemson. I mean, yeah, you can say, well, they kicked the field goal in overtime and won it, but Clemson drove down the field and probably could have scored a touchdown if Kyle Parker could throw the ball well, and hit that open receiver. They would have won. Yeah. They got outplayed in overtime.
And the guy dropped a pass in overtime.
They just got lucky in overtime. But, I mean, Auburn's a great program. I'm not trying to bash Auburn, but I think it's a great program. I just think that South Carolina might have a little bit of an edge going into this game. I mean, it's like you said, Kenny McKinley's passing. I think all the players are going to be hyped, ready to play. I know, we didn't play that well against Furman either, but I've just been more impressed overall with South Carolina compared to Auburn.
And we've got some veteran players, some players that have made the road through the SEC. So, do you have a prediction for us?
I'm gonna say a little bit higher scoring. I'm gonna say probably closer to like the Clemson game, maybe like a 28-21, kind of like that score. Both teams in the 20s, but Carolina winning with my prediction.
Well, that's what we like to see. So, watch it and find out if we're right. We both got Carolina winning, so watch it. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, guys.